Hi, welcome to the second episode of the Air Program podcast. The name of this will be Insight on M.A.D. I think that sounds cool. Um, we got M.A.D here, obviously. Um,
Hello.
yeah, and we got Arfex. A lot of people liked him in the last podcast. He's very talkative. Um, yeah, so let's get started. Um, we got a couple questions people wanted to ask M.A.D. Um, so first we got, let's see, we got the moon and sun. He asked, what was the main inspiration for creating the mental assistance department?
All right. Main inspiration for making the mental assistance department. Well, it really all started with True Faces. Like when I first made You Look Happy and all that, the mental assistance department didn't exist when I started and finished You Look Happy. It just kind of evolved and then it
Oh,
kept evolving. Um, the main inspiration for like You Look Happy is its own thing. That's basically just pure, I guess, angst. I don't know.
yeah.
But the department itself, I guess you could say it's mostly inspired by a little bit by Lovecraft. You might have noticed if you go in the lobby of mental assistance department, there's like three books on the table in the waiting area.
Yeah.
Those books are they directly tie, like they directly are the inspiration for like certain parts of the story. Like one of them's literally called At the Mountains of Madness, so
Yeah.
that one's probably the most obvious of the three. The others are The Case of Charles Dexter Ward and The Color Out of Space, which are stories about possession and aliens, basically.
Hmm. Yeah, I've seen
So
them.
you
Like,
can take what you want from that.
yeah, like in the game, that you go around, you find the eyes. That's like, is the alien book like? Is that like? I think if Piprix like invades the home or something. What is that
Yeah,
supposed? Is that supposed
I
to?
saw. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Is that supposed to Is that supposed to link like that?
Um, so the eyes in You Look Happy. You got disconnected there or something. I always saw them as like some sign that something's not right, something's wrong. They're like the after effects, side effects, whatever you want to call it, of the treatment.
Oh, okay, okay, okay. I like that. Okay,
So
and
they're like, oh, thanks.
yeah, obviously you said growing, so like, um, I saw the Traveler's Sanctuary came out a couple 2 months ago, I think.
Man, has it only been 2 months? It's weird.
Maybe I don't know.
It feels like longer, but that's probably right. 2 or 3 months.
And that's linked to the mental assistance department, right?
Yeah,
Um,
absolutely.
yeah. And when did this idea come? When did this idea come to your mind?
For Sanctuary.
Yeah.
So when I first started Sanctuary, like ages ago, I was like, I'm done with Med. I'll do something else. It won't be related at all. Won't have anything to do with anything. And then like the more I worked on it, the more I was like, I can tie this to Mad. This all makes sense.
Yeah.
And it was kind of inspired. Like I just wanted an excuse to make really weird areas and like have them be tied together. So I didn't, because I had done the, oh, here's 8 different accounts all tied to one myth, and I didn't want to do that again. So it's like,
Yeah.
here's Corlonis, one guy, everything's on him. You don't have to go find all these other people. You just right here, one spot.
Yeah.
And I just wanted weird places.
Um, Red Nil asks, how many main characters are there in M.A.D?
Let's see if I can name them. We got True Faces,
That's one.
Piprix, Enrique Graves. I fight with myself. Is it Enrique Graves or Enrique Graves? It's Enrique Graves. Bart Montgomery, Prelesh, Immortius, Mind Walkers. Oh, someone's being left out.
Corlinisk?
I guess. If we're talking strictly mad, but Corlonis would count. I guess. Nah, there's one more, but he's kind of spoilers, so I won't say his name.
Okay.
So that'd be 9.
Yeah, yeah, nine. And then Moon also had another question. He said, is there going to be anything afterward that's in production?
For Mad, or well, definitely for Sanctuary.
Alright. So you're gonna keep building on that.
Yeah. And since they're connected, I guess also Mad. So yes.
Alright. Let's see if we have any other questions. Alright, so Tord asked, how did Doc make Graves and Bart?
How did I make Graves and Bart? Well, Graves, his name is pretty
Graves.
I got the name Enrique Graves from a murder mystery dinner party I went to.
What?
And that was the name of the character I had, Enrique Graves. And I was like, that's a cool name. And I remembered it, and like a month later, it's like, oh, that's a cool name. I'll throw that in there. So Enrique Graves is the name of like a murder mystery dinner party character. As for Bart Montgomery, I think that's just I got Montgomery from a series of unfortunate events.
Yeah.
I think that's where Montgomery came from. As for Bart, I just oh Bart.
Bart.
I just liked the word Bart, I guess.
Yeah, I've watched that show. I forget, what is it called?
Series of unfortunate events. He's the guy with a bunch of lizards.
Yeah, I didn't really like
Uncle Monty.
it. It was okay.
Yeah, I have like this series, a bookcase behind me, like right now.
Oh, the books. You got the books. So I was looking around like for mad tutorials because I missed out whenever we were doing the tour. I saw you did it. You got an Albert video.
Oh yeah.
I didn't even know that you got an Albert video like until a couple weeks
Yeah.
ago. I always
It's
wondered
like
how you got like so like when did you start your myth?
ooh. Okay, so I started. Oh my gosh. Let's look at True Face's join date, shall we?
All right.
Because I do not know. Bear with me. Like 2 years ago, probably?
2 years ago. Oh, it's actually 1, 2, 3, almost 3. Actually, it's been.
Oh, we're coming up on a birthday? Huh, we're coming up on a birthday. We came up on them. It's 3 years old.
Wow.
Huh. Well, that's when the account was made, not necessarily when the game was made, but 3 years. Let's just say that.
Everybody's saying happy birthday or life.
Was there more to that question?
Huh?
I got sidetracked by how old
Oh,
True is.
I didn't even know you got an Albert video until like a couple days ago, a couple
Oh,
weeks
that's
ago.
right.
Did you ever talk to Albert after that
No.
video? Never?
I never talked to Albert. I've never said a word to the man. He's never said a word to me. But anyway, so I made you look happy. I got through med. I made everything like by myself for a while. Like I basically finished and started on Sanctuary, and then the strangest thing happened. So the reason M.A.D is popular isn't because of Albert.
Hmm.
It's strictly because of TikTok.
TikTok.
TikTok. So
What?
there was like one day, this TikTok trend was to go to You Look Happy, to the hallway, the part with the eyes yelling at you, and
Yeah.
play sad music and just be like, oh, this is so sad. This is so relatable. You know, trend hashtag You Look Happy. You could probably find the hash if you search the hashtag. There's like
Yeah.
100 of them. And that like blew up the like You Look Happy. It got like 400,000 in like a day, and then Roblox was like, wait, we can't, we're taking this down because this violates our terms of service.
What violated terms of service?
Oh, if you look at old versions of You Look Happy, you'll know. Like you'll know. There's definite reasons that were they were justified.
Oh.
But I decided, you know what, I'm just gonna remake this, and I got like a team together. You might have seen them. They have the janitor role or the developer role in the groups.
Wait.
Um,
And do they have their own role in Travelers?
yeah,
Sanctuary? Oh yeah, yeah,
yeah.
yeah. I seen
Some
that.
guy sitting and flawed, immortal.
Yeah.
Yeah, they started helping me out because some guy sitting. That man knows how to code. He fixed a lot of. He vomited at my code sometimes. It was great,
Yeah. I saw that.
but we just.
I like the Traveler Sanctuary. I like the fighting where you go through the tutorial and all
Mm,
that.
yeah.
And Traveler
Yes.
Sanctuary, you guys just got shouted at Saint Abida, right?
Yeah, that was right. Yeah, they're great. I love those guys.
Yeah, how'd that happen? You friends with them or
They
what?
just he visited the game. I don't know who showed him the game, but he came in. He came in with his homies, his boys, his merry band of merry men, and they just went through it and they liked it and they shouted it. And he was like, "Hey, good game." And I was like, "Oh, thanks."
He shouted on the Roblox group or
On his Avatar group,
on his what?
the Avatar group,
Oh, okay, okay.
and the Discord. I don't know,
Oh, nice.
but that was neat. Um,
That's cool.
But after TikTok happened, we just decided, you know what? We're gonna remaster M.A.D and just change and fix everything that's stupid. Uh, add a few things. The ending of Jarkle Nyolm, I don't know, no one knows how to pronounce that. Um, the last one is way different than it used to be because we were able to do more with it. But I won't tell you why because that's spoilers because you still got to get there.
So, another Alright, I got two questions. So one from Tord, what is Amortius's lore slash backstory?
Let's see. Do you mean have you played through his game? Because that explains
I've went
a
through
lot
some
of it.
I've went through
A
some
lot
of
of it is implied and kind of hidden.
Alright, alright.
Like, the computers, the text at the end of Castaway has some hints to it, but that's like hidden and you have to decipher it.
Yeah. I've seen like he's like something that's like been trapped for like thousands of years and they try
Mm-hmm.
to retrieve his eye for the cure or like to use it
Yeah,
as one of the cures.
yeah, because they're like, hey, uh, we want to get like immortality, some kind of cure for mortality. So they're like, hey, here's an immortal being. Maybe we'll be able to do something with this. But if you eat the document thing, it didn't work. Just didn't work at all. Went up in flames, you might say.
Yeah. And then Redno asked, do you have any tips for making myths?
Tips for making myths.
Yes.
Interactivity is key. Because, like, too many are, like, showcases or walking simulators. I like to put it like, you ever play that old Slender 8 Pages game?
Yeah.
So imagine playing Slender 8 Pages, only there is no Slender Man. That is like 80% of myths.
Yeah, I could agree with you on that, honestly. Like half the time I'll just be like looking around and it'll literally just be like sometimes I'll be joining myth games and it'll literally just be like a showcase. Like they'll like
Mhm.
there's nothing wrong with building like that. Like there's nothing wrong with building like oh it's just like if your building is really good, try to not make it just a showcase. Because I remember last time one time that happened to me, I was basically sitting down just like basically I was just like because there was a hunt that was happening in like one of my games way back. It was like way back
Yeah.
when I started and basically, I just focused a lot on detail more than like lore and like secrets and all other stuff. So then they would just like say, "Oh, it's the showcase," and they will literally hate on it because people will actually think it's a showcase. So yeah, I could definitely agree with you.
Yeah, there is a balance because you do want your game to pop, to be pretty or weird or something, but you gotta make
Exactly.
sure there's something to do as well.
Yeah, like, it's a retired myth now. Mind Murder Place. Mind Murder
Oh
Place.
yeah, I've been there a few times.
Yeah.
The
It
place
is
is like
good.
a maze.
Yeah, it's crazy. I can't even, like, see after I'm done with it. I have to take a break from the PC. Um, Bendy asks, hey, Mad, have you ever had another creator visit you?
Yeah, we were just talking about what's his name? Nine Supernal, the guy who's running Avada now. Um, he's cool. Um, I've had yeah, he's just the most recent one that comes to mind.
So, him and Albert,
Oh, and Albert, yeah, I guess.
so, about the TikTok. So, how did you figure out that,
Oh,
it was TikTok, like, got you 400,000 visits in a night?
well, I went on and I saw that there were like 1,000 people playing, and I went in and I was like,
Gosh.
"Why are you here? Who are you?" And they're like, "Oh, we're here because of the TikTok." And I just went from there. But it was literally just like I had like 20,000 visits, a respectable
Yeah.
number for a little myth guy. And then all of a sudden, just TikTok decided, hey, that.
That violates terms of use.
Yeah,
Um,
if you look at them, you'll know why
yeah,
they
I think I've
took it
seen
down.
some stuff. Um, Another question from Reno. He asked, does a Piprix have a family?
Does a Piprix have a family? That's an excellent question that I won't answer.
So
Um,
do we have to find that in the games?
there's nothing in the games that would tell you. You would not be able to find nothing would tell you, oh, here's X and Y. No. But I am planning on doing like little short lore stories. I'm just trying to figure out how best to release them or hide them in places.
Yeah.
Just as little bonus lore. Oh, so this is more about True Faces. So far only two of them are out, and they're just on the my Twitter.
Redno asked, this is his second question. He said, why did you choose the number 49 for Cure 49?
It seemed like a fun number, and I didn't realize it was a famous SCP until later, and I probably wouldn't have chosen 49 if I knew that. It was just subconsciously, 49's cool.
So, do you know the exact user on TikTok? Like, did you see like the starting video of like the one that blew
Oh,
up?
that's long buried. I don't know who that would be. But if you just look up like hashtag you look happy, you'll find a bunch.
All right. Um. Oh, also creators. I don't know if you were in game with her. Stalzy. Did you?
Oh, Scalzi, yeah, yeah. I've bumped into her a few times.
That's
She has her videos and stuff.
yeah. Um.
I don't like. I try not to like get in the way of like YouTubers or anything. Like I've always thought it's always kind of bugged me with some myths where it's like, oh, here's this content, but it's only for YouTubers. And I was like, that just seems unfair. So I've always figured I wanted to like if I just like stop doing myth stuff, then all my myth games are still there. You can still access everything just like anyone else, even if I'm not there.
Hmm. That's respectable.
Like I don't really talk to YouTubers.
Yeah. Toward ask, what does Cure 49 do? I think that's answered in the games, isn't it?
What does Cure 49 do? Unfortunately, I won't give you a straight answer because that's no fun. But it's an attempt to like all the cures, their goal is to do the same thing, which is to make people immortal, right?
Hmm.
That's what all the cures, that's their main primary goal. And that is what Cure 49 is trying to do.
Alright, alright. Interesting. Casher Cabal asks, is it hard to keep yourself on task when you're working? What are ways to keep yourself motivated and on task?
I mean, if you have a good idea, let me know. I'm not on task at all. Um, Having a team does help because then like you get excited by the things everyone else is doing and like, oh, that'll tie in great with this. Like, oh, use this. You need this for that. Here you go. But I don't know how I stayed on task when it was just me. That seems like a miracle. Anything got done. I just have an idea for what you want and go for it. That's not a very satisfying answer. I'm sorry.
It's fine, it was very inspirational.
Oh, I'm sure it was.
Isorhythms mix says, what are plans for after M.A.D? Will you sit around as a retired myth? Leave the community?
You know, I wonder this myself. Like, so we're gonna finish Sanctuary, and that's gonna be a while. And there is the potential to like do additional stuff to Sanctuary after it's done. Kind of like what we did with M.A.D. Some like we have some, I guess you could call it post game secrets you could find.
Yeah.
But we could do that with Sanctuary. I don't know if we will.
Yeah.
I don't. I don't know. I really don't know. Who knows? Maybe
We'll
I'll
see.
just do something else.
We'll see. Um, Moon and Sun ask, why does Cure 49 look like gay juice? I'm sure
It's
you've
a
heard that before.
rainbow. Rainbows are a lot of things, not necessarily the gay juice.
Yeah, it's immortality, not gay juice. Um,
Yeah, get it right.
Bendy asks, when M.A.D is over, will you start a new myth or retire?
I mean, the last time I started a new myth, it just turned into more mad. So who knows? I might. don't see myself making, I don't know, Traveler's Sanctuary 2 or anything. I don't see that happening, but I'd probably retire.
Alright.
Unless I'm like, hey, I want to do a thing. I'm like, I don't know.
Nico asked, how many worlds will be added in the sanctuary?
So we have Plectrum, Abstrusia, Umbra, and Hydron. That's 4. Then we have June. So there are 5, well, 6 if you count the maze. So there's 6 now. Um, I feel like answering that question would be spoilers.
Nico says, what is the maze?
The maze? What is the maze?
Yeah.
The maze is a series of passageways designed to confuse or make whoever's going through it get lost. That's what a maze is.
Alright. So is it, no, like, what is it in the story? Is it like a, secret tunnels under the mental
Oh,
assistance department?
okay. What is the maze in? Okay. I mean, they got a lot of nasty stuff down there, you know?
Yeah.
They gotta keep that stuff locked up under wraps, so they figure, hey, we'll just make it so no one wants to go through this maze. It'll be great. There's nothing supernatural about the maze itself. It's just part of the security system. Kind of like pyramids, like Egyptian pyramids have like all these dead ends so that grave robbers will get lost and die.
Oh, I saw this question a while ago. It stayed in my head. I think it was, has Piprix ever met, forgot her name, Trueface's girlfriend, or whoever is in the game, the girl in the game?
Um, no, I don't think so. That wouldn't make sense.
Alright.
But I would say True Faces and I feel like Graves would have met her.
Graves.
Yeah. If you look in the house, you can see Graves is actually in one of the pictures. He's one of True's old buddies.
Oh. So they are all linked. So Graves is also like one of Doc's workers, right?
Yeah, he's one of the doctors.
Oh, so they're mutual friends.
Yeah, that's how Two Faces got introduced to M.A.D. is through Graves.
Oh.
And we all know that went wonderfully for everyone involved.
Yeah.
It's a good time.
Nico asked, what is your personal favorite weapon in Traveler's Sanctuary?
I don't know, I kind of like the loot, but the fists also speak to me, so it'd be one of those.
What's the
I do.
what,
Sorry?
what was the first one you said?
The loot.
Glute. I haven't played much of Traveler's Sanctuary. I played a little bit, like where you go to the town and there's like that dude on the mountain and he shoots blasts at you. Um, what weapon do you use against him?
We talking about the little cultist guys,
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
so I'm gonna give you the inside scoop. Each world has their own unique little cultist guys, and they all have weapon weaknesses. And you unlock weapons as you go through, and you'll be like, "Oh, this guy's weak to this guy's weak to that." So I'll let you find out which one he's weak to or resistant to or whatever.
Alright. I've got a question for you. When and how did you get introduced to the myth community?
I think I don't know. It's kind of fuzzy, but I think I made like, okay, in the old days, back when there were Roblox forums, every once in a while, someone would be like, "Oh, look at this weird game," and
Yeah.
it was like, this is like early myths, like no puzzles, no anything, just like, "Oh, look at this weird game. It screams at you or whatever. It's a sad person near a tree." Um, it's really old stuff. That's kind of where I first saw them,
Yeah.
and I made You Look Happy, and I feel like I made it, and then I realized, oh wait, there's like a whole dedicated thing going on with all this, and then I dove into the community at large because I was like, I want to make this weird thing, and then I was just like, oh, there's all these other things.
Were you at the time of the TikTok, like the TikTok, um, when that happened, when you got like 400K in a night, were you already in
Yeah,
a bunch of these groups
I
and all
was,
that? You're already
yeah,
engaged.
I was involved. Yeah, by that point, like Mad was finished, but it was like old Mad without the bells and whistles that you see now. There's probably some old YouTube videos that'll show you old Mad. I think what's his name? Rover Hunter or something did a tutorial on the old Mad before we went back and changed everything. So if you're like curious and want to see like, ooh, this is how it used to be, then you could go look there.
Toward ask, do you talk to any other myths?
Sometimes.
Sometimes.
I mean, I don't know if you know this, but there are like a dozen servers for just myths, like all over the place in various areas. So
Yeah.
we all kind of sort of know each other. Like chairman of Cogs, he's cool. Timberwolf. So we know each other. Like, yeah.
Yeah. Um, Bendy asks again, who was the first creator to visit your game?
I feel like I don't even know if this is real anymore, but I feel like the a long time ago before the remaster, the old Saint Abda guy went and visited.
Saint Das?
But maybe it was someone who just had a name that's not. I don't want to. I don't know. Maybe it wasn't Saint Des. It could have just been someone like pretending to be him or something. But I remember there's some guy who I thought was Saint Abda who just came in and was like, "Yo, source is trash." And looking back, he's kind of right.
Wait, what is trash?
Source.
Oh, source. He just came in and dissed you like that?
Again, I don't even know. I don't even remember. I just remember it was. I could have sworn it was a Saint Abda guy, which is weird because now like the current Saint Abda guy and I are like friends, but
Yeah.
whatever. I just have this memory of that.
Well, I'm trying to think, I'm trying to think of something in the game I found. I forgot what it was though. Who was your, like, first friend you made, like, along the journey of, like, of building MAD?
There are a lot of hunters that are like, "Oh, you keep coming back. I know you. I remember you." Reckless Havoc. He's one of the HRs in RMH. He's an old buddy who's still around. Yeah, Reckless he's a great guy. He's been around forever. No one that's still around that I can think of. I think he's probably the oldest that still is involved in the myth community at all.
Who, Reckless?
Yeah, I think he's the oldest one I can think of.
Um, Honestly, I haven't heard of Reckless until like a couple months ago. I found out I don't know how long he's been RMH administrator or whatever. And recently he's a MMIS, Missman administrator.
Yeah, he's a cool guy. I like him.
Yeah.
I sent him a Christmas card.
Oh, nice. Like in
I don't know if like the M.A.D Christmas card. I might still have it. Let's see. I posted it on like the site. Let's see. I'm just trying to find it. You can hit me with another question or something.
This is the last question for it. Tord asks, who is the best main character for Doc? I'm not sure what that means.
Best main character for Doc? Like, who do I like being most? Who
Like,
I like most?
who
Oh, who
Doc
I
likes
like
best.
most. I think Krillach is hilarious.
Krillage.
You haven't gotten to him yet, but Krillach is my favorite character. And I can't even say anything about him because you gotta get to him first. But oh man, I love him.
Does he have humor?
He's easily the funniest guy, and he doesn't even know. Oh, I found it.
Effortlessly funny. I look forward to seeing him on our tour whenever he gives us a tour. Pretty sure people will love that.
There you go. There's the old Christmas card.
Oh, that's nice. Season's greetings. Oh,
Yeah, I
saw that
gave-
in the server.
Yeah, that's in there.
That's cool.
They all have like special Christmas hats. That was a whole thing I did. It was fun.
Yeah. Well, as you guys know, this is part of the June Madness event that's happening with the AR program, Anomaly Representatives program. DM M.A.D was like, "Hey, you wanna do this? You're already in the group. You wanna collab or something?" Because I saw Miss Men did this thing with Pact of Vines, cool myth. I'll link them. And he was like, "Yeah, let's do it." And so far it's been fun. People love it. We've been doing tours with them. Been going through the games, getting the badges. Everything's fire.
It's they're gonna do Immortius, I assume sometime this week.
Yeah, we're gonna do Mortius this week. We're not only doing tours. We're also going to be doing like I was gonna say this later, like as a surprise, but people who are listening right now, we're also doing a speed run contest. Yes. Has there ever been anybody that has sent you a speed run?
We tried a speedrun contest a while ago. I don't remember anyone like seriously submitting something.
Yeah.
But there were people who ran the plant obby, which is something that you might see later.
Alright. But yeah, we're gonna do a speed run contest. Obviously some people are excited for that. No mic chat. I got some other things planned. So yeah. I hope you guys like this episode of the podcast. Thank you for M.A.D coming out here.
Yeah. It's been fun.
Alright.